Recording is on.
Hey y'all, we are live. It's Khalif here, aka Coach Chameleon, and I'm here to share some super exciting information. Um, it's changed the course of my business insanely this year, and I just couldn't keep it to myself, and want to let you guys in on it. So, well, reason why I'm here is I'm actually a funding affiliate with Fundwise Capital. If you never heard of Fundwise Capital, we actually provide fast and simple unsecured funding. We help startups, small business owners, secure the best funding they can qualify for, and that's guaranteed. Um, we're able to get you up to $500,000 in working capital. And the beautiful of this is applying does not affect your credit score, and there's no obligation to accept the funding if you are accepted. So think about that. You're not risking a hard pull on your credit, which is going to pull your credit down. It's a soft pull to take a peek in to see what you qualify for. And if you do qualify, you don't have to accept the money if you're not ready for it. So that's huge, 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 huge. You know, and I know some of you probably are with me. Getting funding or capital for your business is complicated. You think things like, will it work? Will the money come through in time? Right? Will you get what you need? It's a nerve-wracking experience, that can slow you down for months. Ask me how I know. So here we're able to help you take the guesswork out of funding. Our valuable um, approach and guidance are available to small business owners and startup entrepreneurs. Your funding can be obtained in as little as 7 days. So you can reach your financial needs quickly. We have senior funding advisors on staff that are here to help you succeed and get you funding. We have a data-driven algorithm, and that's to strategize your application process for the best results. We also have a loan marketplace, which is phenomenal. It makes lenders compete for you, and for them to compete for you, and in order to get your business, they have to improve their terms, which works in your favors to get you, longer periods for the loan repayment, as well as cheaper interest rates, even no interest rates for an introductory period. Um, the capital that we provide is for startups, small businesses, and entrepreneurs. Um, and it's non-discretionary, so you can use the money for whatever you need at that point. It's to help you to maximize your funding. And with our process, you're able to receive more funding than you could anywhere else. With our strategic and perfectly timed application process. As far as business funding, again, you're getting lenders to compete for you. With this, you're receiving better rates, higher funding amounts, than you can anywhere else with our loan marketplace. And with this, you're able to learn what you qualify for. One application gets you all available funding options. There's no upfront cost, which is awesome, and no obligation. You can receive up to $500,000 in funding. Choose from all available funding options. It's not one size fits all. You can choose the funding that best fits you. And again, the application is super easy. It takes less than 30 seconds, and it does not affect your credit score. And we have knowledgeable advisors here on staff. And we have a data-driven process to make sure we get you the best funding we can guarantee. So some of you may be asking, how's it work? Basically, the flow is like this. You fill out a brief application, about your business needs. Then a senior funding advisor will reach out to you to chat and explore your options. And next, you're going to move to choosing from every funding source that we match you up with, that suits your profile. And then it's funding. Best part is we can get you funded in as little as 10 days, sometimes up to 21 business days, but every case is different. Uh, some questions people ask is, does their business have to be organized a certain way? It's not mandatory. Uh, Many banks are willing to lend to an individual who has put forth effort at least to create an LLC or a corporation. Another upside of creating an entity for sure is protection, and it definitely gives legitimacy to your business. Um, some people are wondering funding. What are you talking about? What's the benefits to acquire funding? Um, the benefits to small businesses and the startup funding, as opposed to venture capital or business partnerships, excuse me, is simple. You own your business outright and you don't have to share the profits. The top reasons why our clients even choose to go with us is to either grow an existing business or to launch a business that will support them and their families, for generations. Um, and this allows them, to free up their time from the normal 9 to 5 grind. And many of our clients are able to immediately make a return on the capital that they invest in their business. Now, that's a super clear benefit right there. Not having too many hands in the pot. You get to keep more for yourself and continue to win for yourself and your family. Another question I've been asked, is there any threat or possible adverse consequence to, the business or their self personally? And the only ramification yourself or your business would face obviously would be if you fail to repay the lenders. And we know you're not here to do that. So, moving on. What are the differences between startup funding and business funding is another question we're commonly asked. Small business owners qualify for business funding if they had their business for over 3 months. They have established a business entity and have monthly revenues in excess of $8,000. Business owners who qualify for this type of funding gain access to our marketplace where lenders compete for their business and offer them their best possible terms. For startup entrepreneurs who don't qualify, we utilize our proprietary algorithm, and this is to help you access the most amount of funding possible at the best rates. Um, One thing you may be asking is, Kali, if you haven't even told us the minimum requirements of obtaining funding, get into it. Your credit score is the most influential aspect. For startup funding, your score should be a 650 or higher. For business funding, you need to have average 15,000 in sales per month over the last 6 months, with a minimum score of 600. So that allows you some wiggle room there if your score is a little bit lower, but you have an established business. Now, you may be from that thinking, well, what if my score doesn't qualify? No problem at all. Many of our applicants bring a credit partner with a 650 credit score. A credit partner, for example, can be a business partner, friend, family, family member, investor, etc. The more creative you can get, the better chances you have to get qualified for more funding. Um, Usually, the funding, once approved, most funding companies take 45 to 90 days attempting to secure capital for you. Through our streamlined process, that's completely blown up there. Um, Funding, can be obtained in 10 to 21 days. In some cases, we can obtain your funding even faster than that. Um, you may be wondering how. Uh, how we're able to do that is with extensive bank analysis, legal consultation, research, and development that's already done before you even apply. So our surplus of this knowledge come from our learned skills to analyze and contrast thousands of applications and the subsequent credit rewarded. Um, some of you might be thinking, is this too good to be true? It may sound like this is too good to be true, but in reality, the outcome of our program isn't fictitious. It's just a simple operation of experience, a specialized understanding of this process, and a great deal of hard work on our end that you don't have to do. Um, some people have asked, is it credit cards? Is it loans? What type of funding will you help me get? Depending on how long you had your business and your average monthly revenue, if you have any, we can help you secure small business loans or unsecured lines of credit. Um, we've been asked, how much funding can we help you get? This varies from applicant to applicant, but we have access to funding for each applicant up to $500,000. The amount we can get for you specifically depends on a variety of factors, of course. Some small business owners, this amount depends on how long you've had your business, as well as your average monthly revenue. For startup businesses, the amount depends on part your credit score and your previous history with lenders. It's highly likely that we can get you more funding than you need. Um, you know, some people are asking, how do we build these relationships with these lenders? And it's grassroots and bootstrapping. Our senior funding advisors have personal relationships with the top small business lenders. When the client gets denied, we may go out of our way to call up lenders if we feel they should take a second look or make an exception. How should business owners use the funding? Um, how you use the funding is up to you. Um, it's non-discretionary. So more common ways our clients have used their funding capital in the past is equipment purchases, storefront or real estate purchases, payroll expenses, inventory, marketing. Sky's the limit. Love you. Can you give me some water? Yep, I got you in a minute. Um, you know, can you just handle this on your own? The short answer is no. Why would you want to? Even the best banks for small business startup loans award a very small amount of funding per quarter. Um, if you're a small business owner trying to get funding on your own, you're going to have to approach the lenders individually and compare the offers. Without the marketplace we have, they won't be competing for your business, which means you won't get the best terms on your own. As a startup, you also can't handle this on your own because you won't be able to attain the amount of funding that you need. Um, you will miss out on the best rates. Fundwise Capital can obtain the highest amount of funding possible at the lowest rate, often 0% interest for up to 15 months or even more in some cases. Um, some folks ask, how do our algorithm work? We're a data-driven company. We've developed a proprietary algorithm that we use to analyze a variety of factors. Those being your score, your payment history, your pre-existing relationships, whether they're positive or negative, with all lenders, what funding sources you already have, real estate time market analysis, into which lenders are often higher amounts of funding than usual and better rates. Um, Based on all these factors, we're able to produce the following insights: which lenders are likely to lend to you, your approval amounts for every lender, and we update this daily. It's not static. How much you're likely to obtain, and the best order to submit applications to maximize your funding amount and lower your rates. How does the marketplace work? You may be asking. Our marketplace is accessible to those who qualify for our small business funding. There's no hard inquiry generated on your credit during the application process or the time of funding. We submit applications to all of the lenders who we know, um, from experience and previous use of our algorithm, to be your best potential fit. Then we watch as they compete for your business. Lenders often change their terms when they see other lenders offering you a better deal. The lender who wants your business the most will offer you the best terms and get you a deal that can't be found anywhere else. Apart from the competitiveness driving rates down, lenders offer our clients great terms because we're known for working with reputable business owners who pay back their loan amounts early or on time. What type of market data do you analyze? And you may be asking, why does this even matter? We don't just analyze your business or credit history to procure funding. We also analyze market in real time. We know which lenders are bending over backwards to meet their quotas and which ones are being stingy with the capital and giving bad rates. We review this information in real time, and this analysis is huge. Part of why we're going to be able to get you more funding and at better rates. Um, some of you may be asking, what are the minimum requirements to get in the door and obtain funding in the name of your business? Minimum requirements for our business funding are these: in business, 3 months or more, monthly average revenue exceeding $8,000, and a personal credit score of at least 500. If you do not meet the credit score requirements, you can use a credit partner. After you get funding, are you going to get support or can we help you? We don't offer business consulting, but we can help you make smart decisions on how to spend your funding prudently. At the time of funding, we also help you strategize how you need in your business plan for paying it back. So if you're putting yourself in an advantageous position and not taking on more risk than necessary. What makes Fundwise Capital different from other funding sources and options? Asking your friends and family puts stress on you and them. Getting funding directly from your bank is all but impossible. If you can acquire it, it takes too long to receive. You'll have missed the original opportunity or need. Working alone, you also don't get good rates because you don't have the competitive marketplace in your favor. Compared with other companies who help startups and small business owners acquire funding, uh, they're we're the only company that offers both types of funding, flat out. Meaning we can help entrepreneurs get the right type of funding to begin with, instead of putting them in the wrong box or turning them away. There is also no other company that has invested as heavily in data-driven, algorithm-based funding cycles the way that we have, or a marketplace as large and as respected as us. Um, Lastly, but not least, is this a one-time thing? It can be if you want it to be. Maybe you need funding just once to cover a real estate purchase or a marketing launch, or maybe you need it every couple of years for an inventory boost or to cover payroll in your off season. Because we get such great rates for our clients, we do have repeat clients who know they can pay off their loan amount easily and want to use the funds now to strategically grow. Um, I'm here to answer any questions if you need. Please leave a comment. Connect with me on Instagram at Coach Chameleon. If this interests you, and you want to see what you qualify for, please don't hesitate to click the link in the description. The link is also in my bio and all platforms to apply. It is prosperitylawsystem.biz. That's prosperitylawsystem.biz. And we can get you funded. Again, this is fast and simple, and applying does not affect your credit score. So, again, there's no obligation to accept funding. What do you have to lose? Take action today. Let's end 2021 on a great note. Stay safe, and let's sail on into 2021 and continue to win big for ourselves and our families. Talk soon.